here I have a transmission ready to be installed. It's a used unit. All right, it got shipped to me last week. All right guys, so the transmission I just showed you guys will be going in this Ford F-150. It's a 2014. All right, so it has about 130,000 miles. So this is where the tranny will be going. So I gotta hurry up and finish the Accord so I can get started on the transmission for this truck.
Park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage.
All right guys, so we're in the middle of dropping the transmission. So we have the exhaust right here. This is how you have to remove it. You have to remove both of these cats, and that one bolts up to the transmission. We have the drive shaft back there. All right, this is where the rear mount for the transmission is at, where also the exhaust bolts up to right there. All right, so I got Celso helping me out today. All right, so this is where I'm at right now. Light it up. We have the harness out of the way. I have another flashlight lighting up where the two bolts are located. All right. As you can see, the harness is completely loose. All right. But this one gets all this dirt. I think they take it off-roading or something. All right guys, time to get to work. Take those two bolts off, remove this old tranny, slap the new one back in, and we'll be calling it a night. Watch out with the torque converter up front. Yeah. So I'm gonna do this instead. I'm gonna push it. No. Push it forward. All the way forward.
No, the line's in the way. Okay, go.
No, right there. Right there. Okay. That way I can give myself some space to get off. Okay. Ahora tú, güey, velo levantando para atrás. Push it towards me, but lift it. Yeah. Like that. Oh, see? Lift it. Hold on. I'm gonna go forward again. Okay, push it. Okay, I see. Be careful. Yeah. Yeah. Pull it up. Okay. So get the jack. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna pull it. Let me see. De acá por donde está Chris. So push it.
Oh, that's not enough.
Huh?
You barely need it.
Yeah, it'll make it. So you're gonna push it towards me.
Alright.
Hold on. There we go. Okay, go ahead.
Nope.
Okay. Come on, Junior. It's not my first rodeo.
No, push forward. There you go.
Those are running boards. It's a boy. Okay. All right, guys. So here we have the new or the used unit that we're installing. All right, and this is the old one, what we just removed. All right, you guys can see it's pretty late out here, but you know, we're putting in work here at DM Garage. All right, so this is what it looks like underneath the truck right now.
But I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like men.
Hold on, put something because this shit hella caught me. Look at this shit. So, okay, so let's get it over here.
I can lift it all the way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A ver, lift it.
Okay, hold it right there.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Wow. Hold the jack.
Yeah.
Hold on, don't push it. Push the jack?
Yeah, no, I'm holding it.
Push it, push the jack.
Yeah, right there. Okay. Okay, pass me the wrap so I can strap it. Oh, big boy, big boy. How much you bench?
Look like you work out a little bit too. What you bench about 350? Make sure everything was safe.
You just fucking nice.
This is what we do when the gym is closed.
The hate of men will pass, and dictators...
We're like slightly off, right there.
To me?
Huh?
Is it to me? Yeah. Push it to me? Ahí está, ahí está, ahí está. Está.
Mételo, ¿no?
No, es que se va a let go, se va a salir, güey. Yo con ese tornillo, hola.
This is a 50 Wins production.
What's going on, guys? So last night that we were removing and installing that transmission, there was a lot of dirt falling. So yeah, I gotta do a quick little clean up all this mess. Look, I'm missing 10. That's weird.
Looks like we've got another mystery on our hands.
All right, so I got the whole tool set that I need to complete the job. Whatever it's left, you guys can see it's nice and clean down here now. Look at all the dirt. So yeah, all right, it's time to get to work. So right now I just gotta remove the jack, get it out of my way, and start putting everything back together so I can start fueling that transmission with ATS. Transmission is complete, sitting on its own. Look at that. So we have the exhaust is fully mounted here and also on both sides, on that side and on this side. All right, all the O2 sensors, you see they're all, the harness and all that is wired. You guys cannot see the top of the bell housing, so you do have to drop this center support in order to have access to the very top bolts. You can kind of see one right there, but there is two at the very top, so the transmission does have to drop quite a bit, and also the engine.
This is a 50 Wins production.
Alrighty guys, so it's time to fuel the transmission, but I noticed there's bolts missing in the oil pan. Look at this. So all around it's missing bolts, so I'm gonna have to drop the oil pan. Alright guys, so here I have the oil pan that I removed. All right, the oil pan is right there. The only reason you guys seen earlier that I removed the oil pan was because I was missing bolts. All right, so that's why I started getting a little bit curious about this transmission. So by me removing the oil pan, I was able to see inside of the transmission and realized that it's missing the transmission filter that goes in here. So here I have my vacuum that I was using to remove the transmission fluid. This one's completely full, so it takes 6 liters, 1.5 gallons. All right, so it's completely full right now. It looks like there's still some tranny fluid in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put back the plug. All right, so this is the transmission dipstick, all right, and it has a B mark and an A mark. All right, so the service manual says to put it all the way to the top of the B mark. I just came back from O'Reilly's. The used unit that I got from LKQ, the used transmission, they removed the filter. All right, so I don't know why. This is the filter from the transmission that was acting up. So I just bought 2 different filters because on the computer for O'Reilly's, when they were checking them out, it showed 2 different filters. And if you see here, the neck is what really changes. This one's a little bit longer. It's a little bit bigger than this one. All right, so I wanted to bring both just in case I don't have to be going back and forth and return the one I don't need. But it appears I'm gonna go with the shorter one. All right, look at this. And just this one looks a little bit more, a little bit wider, but that shouldn't be an issue. And then I'm gonna go with this one because the oil pan itself it's not too big, so if I put this one, it might not even close. All right, let me slap it on. All right, so this is the brand I'm going with, but they use rubber gaskets, so I'm just gonna stick to the metal gasket that it has. It'll be easier to install as well, and the gasket itself is in good condition. So as long as it's a metal gasket, you can reuse it. But if it's something like this, like a rubber, then you wouldn't be able to. All right, so right here is where the filter should go. All right, so I was getting ready to test drive this Ford F-150, but the moment I would put it in reverse and start backing up, it would detect a low oil pressure light. The warning light would turn on. Alrighty, so here we have the oil pressure sensor. So I just picked one up from O'Reilly's. It was about 20 bucks. Okay, right, so this is what it looks like. So normally, once it goes bad, the oil will go through the back of the sensor. Alright guys, so I'm here driving this Ford F-150. So we're gonna be going through all the gears right now. That way you guys can see with the scanner. Every time I do any major service, even minor service, if I involve brakes or removing the wheels, I always test drive the vehicle to confirm my repairs. Alright, I'll be going into the freeway. That way you guys can see how the transmission, how smooth it goes into gear. This is only a 6-speed transmission. You guys seen it shift? It went through all the gears. Right now I'm gonna start downshifting using the paddle shifter that he has on the shift knob. All right, so I'm manually downshifting. Alright guys, as you guys seen in the scanner, I was able to make a shift through all the gears. It's so smooth. Alrighty guys, so I'm driving in the city as well. So we've been driving maybe for about 20 miles now. As we're in the freeway, it's constantly staying at sixth gear. So we're in the city, we're getting red lights, you know, we're stopping and going. And also I wanted to see the oil pressure working as well, because every time I would get the vehicle would get under 1,000 RPM, it would drop and the oil pressure light warning would come on. But yeah, we're heading back to the garage right now, and pretty much the vehicle is ready to go. I'm gonna call the customer right now. The vehicle is ready for pickup. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you find this video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and then also if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. All right, thank you guys for watching, and there'll be a lot of more videos coming your way, so stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so it was a success with this used transmission from LKQ. The truck, it's ready to be on the road.